Are you a software engineer working on your next project, or are you a DevOps engineer deciding on the best software infrastructure for your team? Do you throw everything into one code base and ship it, or carve it into dozens of tiny independent services? The wrong choice wouldn't just slow you down, it can break your team. Hi, my name is Hilda Enyioko. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a software developer and final year electronic engineering student. In this video, we're going to break down two of the most prominent software system architectures so you can make the right call for your next project.
In software systems, we have two main types of architecture. We have the multiple services in one, Modular Monolithic architecture, and then we have the diverse but I still gotta talk to you architecture, that is the microservices architecture. So let's understand what a modular monolithic architecture is. Starting with a monolith is one deployable unit, one code base, one deployment, one process running on a server. But modular monolith means it's internally organized into distinct modules: authentication, orders, billing, each with clear boundaries. They talk to each other through in-process function calls, no network hoops, no serialization overhead. The keyword in this concept is modular. So it's not one spaghetti code, it's disciplined. It's not like everything is jam-packed together. They're actually organized, but they are still one deployable unit at the end of the day. Next up, we have the microservices architecture. So the entire point of the microservice architecture is sort of like a different philosophy. Now, instead of one deployable unit, we break the system down into small independent services. Each one has its own function. For instance, here, authentication has its own service, order is its own service, billing is its own service. They have their own database and they deploy independently. So they communicate over a network via REST APIs or an event message bus like Kafka and RabbitMQ. Yeah. An API gateway sits in front of this microservices architecture, routing incoming traffic to the right service. So this is what enables applications like Netflix to deploy hundreds of times a day. Now let's have a better understanding of where the real trade-off is. How do we know when modular monolithic wins? How do you know when microservices wins? Do you understand? What advantages does this one have over the other? None of them are particularly bad. None of them are particularly perfect. It just has to do with the use case. So if your team is small to mid-size, say you have maybe under 20 engineers working on the product, or you are in early product discovery, you're still working on your MVP, for instance, and you want to have fast local development and easy debugging, your traffic doesn't need per feature scaling, then modular monolithic is your guy. But then microservices win when you have a large distributed team. For instance, I gave an example of Netflix, right? Ownership clarity matters. You need to scale specific bottleneck services independently, and different services need different tech stack. So in case you're building and then your authentication service needs a different tech stack from your orders services, you'd have to separate it into different independent services, right, for it to work. And also, when you have a mature DevOps team, CI/CD pipelines and observability tooling in place, then you know microservices is your go-to person. How do you know how to practically apply these architectures? If you are working on an e-commerce MVP, a personal project, a SaaS product in its early years, an internal enterprise tool for your firm, for instance, Shopify ran Rails Monolith for years and they still do intentionally, while Stack Overflow runs most of its traffic on just 9 servers. Now, you want to graduate to microservices when you've gotten like the amount of traffic that applications like Netflix, Uber, Amazon get on a daily basis. And then you have a large team, a large full stack team like companies like Spotify, right? And each full stack team is sort of autonomous. Then you need to apply microservices. And then in cases where you need to take fraud detection seriously, or maybe you're integrating things like a customer chatbot on separate services, yes, like JP Morgan. At this point, you might be deciding which architecture works best for your next project. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and get updates on my next project and different tech insights you can learn from.